If you want your children to succeed in NEET, then choosing a residential PU college is the best choice. Why? Let us think what makes a student fail. Too much of distractions, addiction to mobile phone, not enough time for self-studies, too much of travel, stress, not being able to focus on health. All these and many more can be avoided and taken care of in a residential campus. Now, if a residential campus is the right choice for PUC to choose for your child, Dr. Varun's PU NEET residential campus is the only option. Why? With us, 550 plus score in NEET and a government medical seat is guaranteed for every student who comes into our campus. Why? How can I say that? How can I say that every student who comes in gets a 550 plus score and a government medical seat? And how can I say that we are the best and the only choice or only option? If 5 minutes can decide the life of a child, if 5 minutes can determine whether your child gets the opportunity of a lifetime, the next 5 minutes is that. Watch till the end. I'll give you the details of why you have to choose Dr. Varun's PU NEET residential campus as the only choice. Pay attention. There are 4 aspects that needs to be worked on to ensure that any child can achieve super academic success. The first aspect is routine management. How do you design a routine that will make a child a super performer? The second aspect is academic management. That is, how do you ensure that a child's academics is aligned in a way that the child becomes a super learner? Number 3 is personal management. Developing the child as an individual who is capable of focusing and handling challenges, dealing with challenges, because 2 years of preparation is a long time, and to sustain those 2 years, it is not easy for even the most tough people. And the fourth aspect is performance management. Performance management is how do you deal with the exam? How do you get ready to deal with the exam, tackle the exams? And these are the 4 aspects that we will deal with in our residential campus. It is not just, the biggest illusion that people have is that people think that too many classes means better performance. No. Too much of teaching will lead to intellectual fatigue for the students. That should not happen. Too much of teacher-driven interventions will disrupt or destroy the students' possibilities. So what we do? In our routine management, there are 6 aspects to our routine management. Number 1, your child will sleep at 11 o'clock in the night and wake up at 5 o'clock. They do yoga for 1 hour every day. They play 1 hour in the evening, outdoor sport, not with mobile. No mobile phones at all, no electronic gadgets. Number 5, wholesome, balanced, nutritious food without any sugar or maida or deep fried items, so that their health is constantly improved. And number 6 is 11 hours of learning every day. This is our routine management. And the second aspect that I told you, academic excellence. How do we ensure that the child achieves academic excellence? We teach your children how to study. We teach your children how to make notes, how to develop a revision strategy, how to take an assessment so that the assessment will make you better with every assessment taken, and what to do after an assessment, post-assessment learning. These are the 5 aspects that will ensure that any child who comes to us will become a super learner. Third aspect that I told you is working on the individual. Your child has to become a strong individual. Your child has to become tough, be able to face challenges and overcome those challenges. So what do we focus on? We focus on developing the right habits, attitudes and mindset in your child, so that 2 years of preparation goes on with increasing intensity and the child does not break down in between. The fourth aspect that we deal with is performance management, or working towards performance excellence, helping the child to develop a strategy to tackle the exams and an action plan to go through with learning and revision. All of this put together is what will ensure that a child excels in anything that the child does. So academic success, 550 plus NEET score, getting a government medical seat, all of these are the easiest outcomes that we will get in our campus. But what happens is your child is being developed as an individual who has the discipline to stick to a decent and a successful routine, a routine which will create leaders and entrepreneurs out of any normal individual. The second aspect is your child will be trained and guided to become super learners. They will be trained and guided to become super tough and strong, being capable of facing any challenge, and they will be trained on how to deal with ensuring that the performance that they do in an exam or in any challenge is higher. All of these are not just a training for entrance exam, not just training for their PU board exams or the entrance exam, that is NEET, but these are all training that will make sure a child who comes into our campus after 10th standard for PUC turns out and comes out of our campus as a leader capable of taking on any challenge and becoming successful in any aspect of life in whatever profession they choose. Success in NEET and getting 550 plus score and getting a government medical seat, all of these are the natural outcome of the process that you take your child through. Now, if you have understood what I have told you, and if you can understand the importance of a process which will transform an individual, then you will realize that there is nothing that you can compare my process with. There is no institution that can give you this kind of a process which will transform your child from wherever your child is. If your child gets admission into our college, our institution, there is no doubt that your child will transform into a super performer and a great leader. There is no institution that can guarantee you this. We can guarantee you this because this comes out of over 2 decades of training, 2 decades of learning, 2 decades of experimentation, 2 decades of guiding thousands of students achieve super success. Make use of this opportunity. I told you, 5 minutes can change the life of your child, and this was the 5 minutes. If you have understood what I have told you, you will realize that there is no other choice, there is no other option for your child for a PU residential enrollment other than Dr. Varun's PU NEET residential campus. This is in Bangalore. Save your child, save your child's life, your child's future, your child's dreams, and also your own dreams and finances. Everything that you dream of is possible. Everything that your child wants to achieve is well within the capacity of your child, and all that is required is an ecosystem, an environment which can enable your child to develop into an individual who can perform and achieve super success. And that is the ecosystem and the environment that we have created. We have nurtured this environment over 2 decades, and outcomes for your child is guaranteed. All the best. I'll see you in our campus. I'll hope that you will take the right decision and get your child admitted into our campus. All the best. God bless you.